Rosanna, it has done amazing things. I mean, 4 years ago, 4 years ago, she was kind of soft spoken. She was kind of wasn't didn't want to really participate. Kind of like I later found out, well, what do I have to offer to a business world that I've been out of for all these years? I've been raising a family. And Mark said, are you kidding? It's huge. Like, yeah, well, not so much, but it's huge. You'll be in a group with Rosanna, and then be like, wait a sec, Rosanna didn't say anything. Rosanna, what do you think? She'll come up with something, and you go, oh, what? Yes. And she's gotten stronger and stronger and stronger from that. She was always strong. She's just now coming out and sharing the strength with us. So I'm excited to have Rosanna, who leads the Women's Group, who is co-authoring a book on the amazing business insights from an everyday housewife. There's power there, and I think that can change a culture. And I think her book can change the 10,000 women that I'm being connected with as well. I can't wait for you to hear what Rosanna's going to share regarding how our life vision is tied into the DNA for business, which is the 530 grid. Rosanna, take it away.
Thank you, Kevin. I was just, I was thinking about this life vision, and, a lot of people have no idea what they want to accomplish in life and what they want to make of their life. And so they go into life with just kind of meandering around from one thing to another until they finally say, maybe I've got something figured out now. Well, it does help if you kind of have an idea what you want to do. And, I was thinking about it is how it connects with business. And, okay, so you have a life vision. What does that have to do with business? And how does that help us? And how do we think about it, for our business? And is it really necessary to have a life vision when we're in business? So last month we talked about fine-tuning our profitable partnerships and how that helps our business. And achieving our life vision helps us in our business too. And what does it mean? And what does it mean for business? Life vision. Well, let's split it for a moment. What do you want to accomplish in your life? Does it need money to accomplish it? Do you need organization? Do you need people? Do you have, systems to help you accomplish this vision? Okay, so now we got something connected with business. We have something, wow, yeah, I guess we do have to have some sort of idea. And I was thinking about my life vision and what I wanted to accomplish. And if you can see the pictures behind me, you'll see part of my life vision. So I have a life vision. I had a life vision at the beginning. I wanted to get married. And so I had ideas on what I wanted to do when I wanted to get married. I needed to find somebody. And I just kind of applied it just a few minutes ago on how that fits in a 530 grid, which you will see on the screen. A 530 grid has ways to help you in business and in your life and everything you do. And so I just took the first three and I said, when I was looking for a husband, I needed to identify my target, which would be number one, man of my dreams. And, one of the things that I wanted was somebody who was a hard worker, someone who cared about others, someone who had a vision himself. And so I identified my target. And then, I needed to get to know who that meet that criteria. So I went and checked it out, and I said, well, let's see. Some of these people meet my criteria. And so then I started to go ahead and to compile them in my mind. And, if you're doing business, you might want to do it more in mind. You might want to do it on a spreadsheet for your business. You want to make sure you're identifying the 100% of your target. Well, then what do we do with that? We need to develop a message. Well, my message was I want to get to know this person. So I'm going to figure out how to talk to them so that they're interested in what I am looking for. So I wrote to them, I texted them, Facebook message, LinkedIn, all these are business type things that you can do also. So, I'm looking for a husband. That's what I would do. I would, connect in some way, shape, or form. And then I would figure out, what's the good things about this person and what do I not like about them? And so I would weigh it out. And when you're doing business, you need to know what's the good things about people. Cheryl, having an understanding of the personalities very much helps someone to figure out whether they want to work with a person or whether they want to get to know the person in a more personal way. And then I would start asking my key questions and say, hey, okay, I'm looking for this. And I know my husband, he did a trick on me and got me to thinking about what I wanted in a husband. And so I asked him, I said, so what do you want in a wife? And so knowing what someone else wants in their business is also important. So not only do you need to know, what you want, but you also need to know what the person that you're working with wants. And as you can see in the background, I have quite a few pictures behind me. We have 7 children of our own, and they have learned to find their own life vision. And I have on our piano, we just had a wedding not too long ago, and there next to it, I also have my life vision. And my life vision is to make a difference in life and others, being a light to others and someone who has made an impact long after I'm gone. And so I have an idea what I want to accomplish. And I am writing a book, and I was going to share a little excerpt from this book. If you give me 1 second here. It says, what does a 53-year-old woman with an elementary education degree know about business, you ask? Well, continue with my credentials. I've been married for 33 years to a business owner. And I've also raised and homeschooled and loved 7 children from birth, and I have 5 grandchildren. Maybe that's not enough to write a book, but I've also been working with people who are business owners, and they make pre-sale. I'm helping to make pre-sales calls, and I'm speaking about business operating systems such as this today. And it seems to me that when I look at business and I look at families, they're very, very similar. You want your business to kind of run like a family so that they're all working together and they're all helping each other. So having a family-oriented business can help your business to grow because then people are helping each other. And so that's kind of where I am coming from when I'm working on this book in the business sense from an everyday housewife. And I think that's all I have for today, Kevin.
Wow, that's fantastic. Rosanna, thank you so much. Are there any questions for Rosanna? I think Elise had a question.
Yeah, well, I was just curious how having clarity on your life vision helps you see success in business.
Well, I think if you have an idea what you want in your life, you'll start to use that in your business world. You'll learn to connect the pieces of what you want in your life. Like one of the things that I wanted to do was I wanted to write. So now I am writing about business. When I think about creativity, people use creativity in business. When I think about connecting pieces, I like puzzles. And so there's, business is a huge puzzle. There's always pieces to put together and where are you going to put them and how they're going to fit. And so I think having an idea what you want in your life helps you to see how you can fit that with your business. I don't know if that helps or not, please.
Yeah, it does definitely. So how can I help others around me, whether it's other business owners I interact with or referral partners? How can I get them interested in discovering their life vision too?
As Mark would say, you need to build a conceptual bridge and help them to see what their passions in life, how they fit with what they're doing in business. People don't just go, some people, I'm not saying everybody, but people don't just go into business saying, oh, this is what I'm going to do, and because I have to do it. No, they go in because they have a passion for something that they were, maybe when they were growing up, they go in with a passion. So maybe some people just don't realize that they actually are working on their life vision. And when they see it on paper, it actually connects the two. Just a thought.